Over the years, Montgomery County's zoning code has become overly technical and difficult to understand. But that's about to change. As Susan Kenedy tells us, an effort to revise the code aims to make the document clear and consistent. Susan?
Lorna, the rewrite effort aims to make the zoning code easier to use. It was last rewritten in 1977 and currently contains 1,200 pages. The Council's Planning, Housing, and Economic Development Committee is continuing its work on the rewrite of the county zoning code. The revised code will reduce the number of zones, clarify uses for each zone, and rethink existing commercial strips and office parks.
The whole point of this is to straighten out a very lengthy, cumbersome, and complicated document that has a lot of inconsistencies, a lot of anomalies, and a lot of things that are just really out of date for controlling the future of development in Montgomery County. I'd like to think that when we're all done with this, and it's taken a while, we're listening to everybody, we'll have something that's clearer, easier to follow.
Included in the committee's latest discussion, whether developers should be allowed to have more density in their projects if they agree to provide additional moderately priced dwelling units or public benefits like parks and open space.
What they're proposing is to continue the existing rules on top of the new zones that prioritize our commitment to seeing more affordable housing. So right now, you can build over a certain level if you provide XYZ amount of affordable housing. And that continues through with this. What we're finding with the rewrite process, a lot of people didn't know what the current rules are. So they're a little surprised about this and worry about how this affects their expectations. And what we're being told by the planning people is actually that's what we've been doing all along.
PHED committee members are also evaluating changes to employment and industrial zones in the county. The rewrite proposes 3 new employment zones created with the intent to reduce dependence on cars by providing employment areas with supporting residential and retail uses. Also included are 3 new industrial zones, light, moderate, and heavy. Like the employment zones, the industrial zones do not specify a mix of commercial and residential density allowed.
We're looking at what the planning board is proposing. They're proposing to redefine some of our employment zones and industrial zones, and I'm sure we'll have a lively conversation about what does that really mean and what are we achieving here.
The PHED committee will continue its review of the proposal through the summer with the plan of bringing it to the full council later this year. In Rockville, I'm Susan Kenedy for County Report This Week.